morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thank y'all for clicking on the video. It's me, Sean, as always. My toads are back here. But in today's video, we are going to be talking about the daily and weekly maintenance that you should be doing for your toad. And since I have the tanks right behind me, the first one, this should be a pretty short video, but the first one should be just observation alone. So whenever you look at your toad tanks or whatever they're inside of, you should just really look around to make sure that everything is in place. So take a look at their water dish and see if they left a nice, slimy, stinky, dark substance in there, also known as poop. If they've previously left that in there, if they've left that in there, make sure to take that out, dispose of it, the water and everything, and give them some brand new water. But also, what you should be looking for is any mold in your tanks. I literally spent all yesterday morning cleaning out their tanks, and so I know that there's no mold in here. But what I would do, like I said, and it only takes a little bit. You don't have to give it a thorough examination, but just give it a quick little look to make sure that everything is in place. And everything looks good to me. So that's going to be the first one. And the second one that you should be doing is about every week or so to check up on your toads. I don't like to disturb them every single day. I know it stresses them out whenever I take them out from their little hide and mess with them, but that's all up to you. Like I said, anything that I say in this video, I also want to make a little disclaimer that you can do more than once a day. But like I check their water dishes more than just once a day. I check it in the morning, and after I get off work, I check it, and then before I go to sleep, I check it. So, but like I said, this is the bare minimum that you should be doing for your toads. But yeah, about once a week or so. That's if they don't come out whenever you try to observe them. Just make sure that everything is okay with them. And yeah, like I said, I checked my toads yesterday, and everything looked good. They were jumping around and whatnot. But I will tell you what I did while I was cleaning them, and that is soaking them. You want to make sure that you do this at least once a week for them. And all soaking is essentially getting right here, I'll actually show you what I use. Right here, this little plastic container. I filled it up with water, not too much water. You can get like a ruler or some measuring tape and just mark off, like, I don't even know how much water was in here. It couldn't have been more than like 2 inches of water. You don't want to fill this thing with water because toads aren't the greatest swimmers. So you just want to fill it up with a little bit of water and put them in there. I'll actually show you an example of what I do with this. Okay, so we are in my bathroom right now. You want to make sure that you put in lukewarm water. Do not put in hot water. That can damage your toad skin. But you want to put in lukewarm water. Make sure that the water isn't too much, but just make sure that it's enough for them to submerge in it and be able to stick their head out. Make sure that you dechlorinate the water, which I already have with my water conditioner. And you just want to let them soak in here for about 30 minutes to about an hour. Like I said, I soaked them yesterday, so I'm going to take Meatball out of this. This is my red spotted toad, by the way. I haven't showed y'all this. Say hello to everyone, Meatball. I don't think Meatball wants to, but yeah. This is how you soak your toads. And with their substrate, you want to just check on it. Make sure that it's, whenever you pick it up, and you can't squeeze out water from that. That's not good. What you want to do is make sure that it's nice and sprayed down. You should be spraying your tanks about 2 to 3 times a week to make sure that it's nice and humid in there. But you don't want to just dump a whole gallon of water inside of your tank. A misting works just as effective as anything else. You can cover their lids to make sure that moisture doesn't leave as well as these, but if you missed it enough times, you shouldn't have to worry about that. But yeah, make sure that you're misting your tanks. So also, forgot to note, when you're observing it, toads are more than likely to poop in their water dish, but they will also poop in their substrate. So whenever you do whenever you're observing it and just analyzing it, examining it, make sure that there's no poop laying around, and if there is, to also dispose of that as well. Like I said, majority of the time they'll probably poop in their water dish, but they also will poop in their substrate. So take a look out for that poop. Be a poop hunter, okay? Now, I don't know if this is really necessarily part of the maintenance, but make sure that you're feeding your toads about 2 to 3 times a week, unless they're juveniles, in which you should be feeding them daily. But yeah, I think that's about it for the video. I thought I had like 20 something ideas, but now I can't think of it whenever I start filming. But yeah, I think that's about it of the maintenance. If there's anything that you do, please leave it in the comments. Whenever I say those things, like I said before, you don't have to do it as little as just one time. You can do it more times as you would like. You can soak them every single day if you like. You can pick up your toads, check up on them daily if you would like. Like I said, all of these are just the bare minimum that I want to discuss with y'all. Like I said before, I check their water dishes multiple times during the day, and I just do a quick little glance. And whenever I do a thorough examination, I'll do that probably. I'll usually do that after work before I go to bed. I'll give it a quick, thorough examination. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate y'all watching the video. If you like the video, feel free to like it. Leave a comment. I love reading the comments and responding to them. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. But yeah, I hope everyone has a toad-tastic day. I hope your day is totally cool. And I'll catch y'all later. As I was wrapping everything up and was gonna get this video rendered and this and that, I realized some of the stuff I forgot. Get in there with your nostrils, and smell it. I know that may sound weird, but usually you can smell some foul odor, and that's part of the the whole observation thing is to smell it and make sure that the substrate or whatever, nothing smells bad, and if it does, look for that source, or you might just need to change out the substrate on whatever you're using. But yeah, use your good old nose and to sniff the substrate. I was messing with one of my toads, and I was smelling. I was like, oh, I think you just recently pooped, and it started to turn off. I went out and I cleaned out, threw out the water dish of the water, cleaned it out, put in some new one. So yeah, make sure to smell the enclosure. Is that weird to say? I feel like that's weird to say. Some people smell your enclosures, but yeah, you can usually smell a foul odor or whatnot. I got the lights on now. Just sprayed it, but yeah, make sure you sniff it.